Remember this little girl from Williams? She went missing for a night but was found safe and returned home last month. Turns out one of the DPS crews searching for her had a scary encounter as well. Their helicopter collided with a flock of birds, forcing them to make an urgent landing. ABC 15's John Patrick was at Sky Harbor today, where the crew told their story.
But I myself have never struck a bird at night flying. That sort of shocked me.
DPS pilot John Haverly had thought he'd seen it all in his 40 years of flying. Slamming into about a dozen birds at 1 o'clock in the morning was a new one.
As a pilot, I just quickly looked at my instruments to see if anything had changed. Did we still have an engine? Did we still have transmission? Are the temperatures fine? Oil pressures?
Sitting to Haverly's left, paramedic and trooper Daniel Townsend saw the birds moments before one of them actually cracked through the glass right below his feet.
They hit the aircraft, sounded like a cannon went off inside the cockpit, and then obviously a rush of air. We were going about 120 knots per hour.
Blinded by 140-mile-an-hour wind and debris, the two sounded the alarm.
He initiated the SOS on that and then calmly called our dispatch.
Haverly eventually found a field to safely land in so the two could assess the damage. That's when they realized just how lucky they were.
We were fortunate that all the impacts were nose and below. If it would have been nose and above, then you could have possibly gotten into intakes that wouldn't react well to an impact.
The little girl the crew was searching for was eventually found safe the next morning, and the chopper was back in action about a week later. John Patrick, ABC 15, Arizona.
Oh, sounds like the difference between just a few inches that could have just totally changed this. Yeah,
that can be so dangerous. Bird strikes are a big issue here in Arizona. In fact, in 2016, there were 139 strikes reported to the FAA. That's up from 122 the year before.